Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're sitting here at 407 North Lockwillow Avenue at this absolutely beautiful listing that we have. And this afternoon, we decided to spend some time with the seller, the owner, and just get a little bit of history. So Mary Rose, thank you so much. I so appreciate this time that you're spending with us. And so I'm curious. I know that you bought the home in 1994.
Yes.
Yeah, and the home was built, the first portion of the home was built in 1947. So when you first saw the home, what was it that attracted you to?
It was this little Cape Cod. I remember seeing the listing for it, and I came by and I just thought, oh my gosh, that is so cute. It was just adorable, and we called right away. We had 2 kids then. That
I was
before.
wondering.
Yeah. And I don't know, it was just perfect for us. We were so young.
So were you a first-time home buyer when you purchased this home?
That was our first home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been here 31 years. So I'm curious.
I can't even believe it.
When you bought the home, did you think that this is it? We're going to be here?
No. I didn't have any plan.
Okay.
I mean, the idea of 31 years, just the idea of anything lasting 31 years, you know?
Yeah.
So no, I wasn't thinking into the future at all. We just thought, we love it so much. Why don't we just build on? And of course, my husband had a construction business. Right. There was just so much potential on this property for him to be able to put up shop, which he did.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that what you did? You're the one that kind of drew out your vision?
Well, I mean, I sketched it.
Right.
But Eric has, engineering skills and all of that. So he refined the print. Okay. He actually took the print. That was what we built it off of. What he did, refined and everything. So. But yeah, I picked where I wanted the rooms to go, and I wanted to have this area where we are now.
This area that we're at now is fabulous.
Isn't it? I liked the intimacy of having this.
Yeah.
And, you can talk to people inside, any direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking it would be a really fun idea if we just kind of go around to the front of the house and we look at what 1947 was.
Oh, good idea.
And then once we merge from one to the next, I really would like to hear what that vision was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds fun. Let's do
go.
it.
So Mary Rose, I can't remember. What did we have going on here?
Oh, over here, it used to have a fire pit.
Okay.
And we had chairs, small table. When people would come to visit, you could just quick sit down.
They could sit down there. And then what about all of this? You did the landscaping. What about the rocks?
I did. They were a bunch of mountain rock that was down in the end of the property.
Okay.
So I just used to go down with my wheelbarrow. And just pick up one rock at a time and push that wheelbarrow up that hill.
Up that hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started stacking them, and then when I would go back for the second load, I'd go up the driveway backwards so I could work this part of my arm, back of my legs. But we enjoyed this area so much.
Oh my gosh, Mary Rose. Now I remember this foyer. There's so many times I brought my son to sleep over, and then he wouldn't make it. You'd call me at midnight, and I'd have to come pick him up.
I do. Yeah. And this was the porch, the outside porch.
Okay. So this is the living room.
This is the original living room.
Okay. So I'm curious.
Sure.
What is this area over here? What was it?
Okay. Well, this was our kitchen area. But this whole thing wasn't here.
So you're saying the original kitchen went from this wall to that wall?
It went from that wall to about here.
Okay, and then in 2008, you're like, we got to do something.
Right.
Okay, so here we are in the new part. So when you guys designed this, what was the vision?
It was all about family. It was all about filling this space with love. That's what we wanted. We wanted a place where everybody could come and we could be together. And the idea too was to have all this area for, cutting the turkey and getting the vegetables and doing all the little sink back here.
Right.
So this was the workspace. And then the dining room, really this whole area almost seems like one living space. That's how it was. Good times.
Oh,
good times.
That's fun. And then this is your dining room.
This is the dining room.
The cathedral ceilings.
Yes.
Yeah, and lots of light.
And I love that window.
Yeah.
I wanted that window there. That
Oh,
was
really?
one of the things I sketched. Yes,
Okay.
because look at that.
I know, beautiful
It's magnificent.
trees. So what was the idea of why you wanted this open to downstairs?
There was always a flow. This
Okay.
whole area, it's like the house that we bought in the beginning ended up becoming a nice little place to get away from all this.
All right, tell me about this lower level. This is fabulous.
This, I was hardly ever in this. This was the media room. That's where the huge screen TV was.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a great space for that.
Yeah.
And the floor has radiant heat.
Okay.
So it was nice to come down here with bare feet in the wintertime.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
nice and toasty.
And then tell me about this room here.
Okay, this was his office.
Okay.
Also the radiant
Heat.
the whole downstairs.
Okay. Fabulous.
And you can see the doors, double doors
Yeah.
to go outside.
And I noticed the ceilings are 10 feet.
Yes.
Yeah,
they
nice
are.
tall ceilings.
And it's southern exposure.
Okay.
So this room is just illuminated
Yeah.
constantly.
So Mary Rose, behind me is the original 1947.
Yes, it is.
2 bedrooms and a bath, and I have the laundry right here. Tell me a little bit about what's down the hall.
That's the master bedroom. It's in its own universe. It's
Okay.
up a step, goes back. It was just, it's huge. We had all kinds of furniture.
Okay, so that was new from 2008.
That is the new part, yeah.
And then my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, the back wall has an insulation, sound barrier insulation. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. It was for not just insulation from the southern exposure because of heat, but it was also a sound barrier.
Sound
And
barrier
they
so it could be
blew-
quiet.
Yeah, and they blew it up underneath the ceiling too,
Okay.
and so it was perfectly
Very
fine.
cool,
Yeah,
very
it's
cool.
really-
All right, so now we're getting towards the end.
Yes,
And I knew that we would
are.
have a nice sunny day. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, this was so
glorious.
much fun. So one other question I have, in 2008, you saw the vision of bringing the business on the property because you're zoned mixed use.
That's really why we stayed. To try to find that
Right.
would have been astronomical,
Okay.
especially in this location.
And so that's when the large, oversized building,
2 stories.
2 stories to store all the equipment,
Right.
came in place. And then Eric was able to bring the business onto the property. Oh my gosh. There you go, folks. Not only do you have a fabulous home, a mix of old and new together, a lot of open space on a great property with land. If you're entrepreneurial and you're thinking, I'd like to run my business out of my home, 407 North Lockwillow is where you want to be. Don't miss out. The home's waiting for its new owner. Give me a call, Julie Hess, 717-877-2269.